Man, did this video find you at the perfect time. Oh my God, you are going through so much stuff right now. And I know that you clicked this video for a specific reason. So I want to get deep into this and talk because you were guided to this video specifically. Now, we all have beliefs. We all have limiting beliefs, right? But you specifically have been working on your limiting beliefs. And that's why this video found you. And I've been working on my limiting beliefs a lot, but we're here for you today. And we want to talk a little bit more about how these limiting beliefs are changing our entire perception of life. Look how much has changed already in your life over the past 5 years, even from just a simple limiting belief of you believing you're not good enough. And even if you have that limiting belief still, that's okay. You can transform through that. But today I want to talk a lot about limiting beliefs and how they hold us back. And you know, it's very easy to say, oh, I have limiting beliefs, or oh, you just need to work on your limiting beliefs. It's true, but it's a lot easier said than done. So I kind of want to talk about my experience and how this could help you in the current now moment with your limiting beliefs. Now, obviously, I highly recommend you to really figure out what your limiting beliefs are. We might not necessarily know our limiting beliefs, or you might not know exactly what it is particularly, or it could be something deeper than what you think it is. It could be related to money. It could be related to work. It could be related to how you see yourself, if you're confident, if your self-confidence is up, if you really love yourself. Whatever that case is, find out what those limiting beliefs are and challenge them every single day. I think the hardest part about limiting beliefs is understanding that you can change your reality with them dramatically, just by understanding that, you know, I may have felt this way in the past, and you may have felt this way in the past because of this, this, and this, and they could all be very valid reasons why you have these beliefs. But the belief about your beliefs is what needs to change. That made literally zero sense. I think a bunch of mumbo jumbo came out. But you have to believe in the fact that your belief about beliefs needs to change. You see, we can look at beliefs all day we want. We can look at them all freaking day long, but it's about doing something about it. And most of the time, beliefs are very uncomfortable. So I'm just like getting this overwhelming message that you have been having struggles with beliefs. And it could be simple, it could be hard, but either way, it's a belief that you still believe that you're trying to extract out of your life so you can make room for new. Right? Did I hit that one on the spot? Probably. I know a lot of people are going through that, including myself. But from past experience and from all these triumphs that you've been through, you've made it this far. And you got to give yourself credit on the beliefs that you have already changed, big or tiny. Literally, there's so many tiny beliefs that you have gone through, that you, keyword you, have gone through and will continue to go through. This is nothing new. Now, I know every time we come up against a belief or a challenge in our life where a belief is blocking whatever it is in front of us, you know, it could literally just be like, boom, here's my notes that I wrote down for today's video. Let's just say this is in front of me getting to this, right? Let's just say this is my life goal. And this is right in front of me. And I can scream and yell at this pen all day long, but this pen's not going to do anything because it knows that this wall of paper is in between, right? But if I decide to remove this limiting belief, now let's just say, for example, this is, I'm not good enough and I can't make a lot of money. So that's a belief. That's not a personal belief I have right now, but for some reason that just came up. So maybe that's one of your beliefs or something like that. But imagine that this belief could one day just disappear and then boom, there's the pen and now you can grab the pen, right? Well, we all wish it was that simple, but it can be. And listen to this. I'm not claiming I know all the answers to the universe, but from my personal experience, and I want you to listen to this because I think this is coming out right now because I need to tell you and you need to hear about it because it'll help your perspective, basically. So hear me out. So when you work through a limiting belief, no matter how hard or how easy it is or how long it takes, understanding that that is going to come up over and over and over again until you get to that root cause is what's important, because beliefs are like an onion. You got to peel them back constantly. But if you cut off the idea of, for example, I don't have enough money. That's my belief. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. Why don't I have enough money? It's because I feel lack. It's deeper than just I don't have enough money. It's I feel like I don't have enough of this, and then it translates into other areas. Find why you really have that belief, because I promise you it's so much deeper than just I don't believe this, because it's easy to change the money aspect of it. It's easy to change that top layer to the cake, but it gets more difficult when we go down in those layers. And I'm just getting an overwhelming sense of feeling that you are going through these deep layers of this cake. Now, whoever you are, however old you are, we are all on this journey together. And if you specifically really try to find those deep layers of those cake and how you can change it, sometimes you might not know the answer right away. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you figure it out right away and your intuition's like, hey, this is the problem. This is the really deepest point of that belief. Let's keep it because we want to keep it, right? No. Your body is going to want to keep your beliefs. That is not what you want to do. A lot of people think when they're working with their beliefs that they have to work, and if it doesn't happen, then it's not meant to happen. Well, that's not the truth. It's because you need to work at it, but understand from a daily perspective, how am I acting? How am I acting that's supporting that limiting belief? Like there's probably plenty of ways that you could think of right off the top of your head of your belief. Let's just say again, it's the money. Let's say you don't have enough money. Well, what's another way that that limiting belief is being supported by an emotion? Well, you are constantly complaining about money. You're constantly complaining about things not going your way. You're complaining about maybe, I don't know, just things just not working out in general. All those three things are you supporting that limiting belief and telling that limiting belief that is started in your mind, hey, you're right. We don't have enough. And yes, that is the reality. However, if you want to change that reality, you need to change the way you feel, right? And that's way easier said than done. But I'm telling you, if you focus on the deep layers of the cake, dive deep, figure it out, and also live it. You have to be living it. I'm just getting this overwhelming sense of, yes, you are living it right now. You are finally understanding that you have to live in the new belief and let go of that old belief. It may not be so much about, oh, this is a negative belief that I have, I need to get rid of it. Maybe just moving into a separate belief to where that old belief just no longer exists anymore. Because that can happen too. Now, obviously, it depends how strong the belief system is, but if you change your belief and how you feel about those things and how you react, especially inside of your mind, you have to be paying attention to how your mind really feels. Then everything starts clearing up. Then you start realizing, okay, maybe I don't have to fantasize this story. And, you know, our brains love to hold on to the past. They love to cling onto the past. They love it because it just feels so familiar. But that's the point. We're not going to feel familiar with something that's new. With this new belief right here, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable. Until we get used to it, of course. It's almost like jumping into water. You know, when you jump in a pool of water that's cold, it's going to be cold, but you get used to it. And once you get used to it, you're like, this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad, and this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And obviously, when we want to change those beliefs, we deep down inside want that thing, but it feels uncomfortable. And the point is, you got to get through it. I'm feeling like you have this and you got this in the bag. It might seem super hard right now. You might not understand what the next step is. You might not understand, okay, once this belief is gone, what about the next one? Don't worry about any of that stuff. Don't even worry about anything. Just focus on, I was about to say, just worry about this after I told you not to worry about that. But just focus on really honing in on what that belief is and understanding that that belief specifically is going to make your reality a new difference, but it's going to make you uncomfortable. And that's okay. Settling the animal, which is your body, you know, we're animals, you know, like we have, you know, cells and all that stuff, but settling it down. When you're feeling like, oh, this isn't the normal, like your body's like, oh, I don't like this belief, like this belief isn't me, like da-da-da. It could be the best thing for you, but the body wants to go back to that old belief. And you just have to get past that point. It's very difficult because it's supposed to be difficult. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's supposed to be difficult, but also that could be a self-belief in and of itself. Like it could be your belief that it's easy to change, and that could help you out a lot. There's many beliefs that you can go into that can help you in your journey of what maybe specifically you're trying to get rid of in your life. It could be a belief that you have no friends. It could be a belief that people are all bad. It could be a belief that the world is evil. And yeah, there might be truth to all of those things, but it's about understanding that whether they are valid or not, you must change them. You must transcend all of that stuff, because that's what we're here to do. We're not here to just experience it and not do anything about it, because then it's just going to make us miserable our entire life. It's all about finding that thing and transforming from that point of view. So say something's not going the way you want it to. Say your siblings are arguing with you. Say your friend isn't talking to you. Say you just broke up with someone. Say you lost your job. There is always opportunity for new in those scenarios. And it's about how you react. Looking at those scenarios that are happening to you in your 3D reality is probably going to be one of the biggest indicators of, hey, this is my limiting belief. Why am I feeling this? Because this is happening. And, oh, that's a limiting belief. Or, oh, this is happening because of this. You can really tap into your intuition and really figure out, okay, how can I change this and how can I act differently? I'm going to consciously choose to do this. Now, it is a big effort. I will say that. It is way easier than just, well, it's way harder than just saying, hey, I'm going to change all these beliefs about me and tomorrow I'm going to be an amazing person. It's a process, and understanding, give yourself some credit. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I just had sushi. That was disgusting. But you can give yourself credit for something that you are on the journey for. You know, it's all about the journey anyways, and we all know that. And I know a lot of people can sometimes get caught up in the end result and obviously wanting the end result, but you can focus on the journey. That's just the big message I'm getting right now. It's just you can focus on the journey. So take whatever you get from that. Understand that you are in the right spot. It might not seem like it, but you are in the right spot. And when you focus on those things that really, 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 really need to change, and you might feel uncomfortable doing it, and it might feel like, oh, I gotta get up, like I'm antsy. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm sitting at my desk for too long, I'm just like, oh, I gotta stretch, like I need to move, like, like it's kind of like that feeling. But just feeling into that. But I think that, look, the more we let go of these old beliefs and work on the new beliefs, it's a process. And understanding and giving ourselves grace during that process, I think, is vitally important. Now, obviously, I really believe that it's a little bit more tougher for people that may have, had more life experience. I don't know if you're listening to this and you've had a lot of life experience, but you've had a lot of things happen to you, and you might just be changing now, and that's great. Like, knowing that you are changing now is amazing. You are changing generational bloodline programs. Like, these are programs that have been passed down to us from generation to generation and will continue to go on towards the other generations. Our DNA matters so much, and I really just want to say thank you for doing this work for not only yourself, but the future of humanity. We're raising the collective vibration and frequency, guys. There's more and more stuff coming out every single day and every single year about all these new things that you can do to make your body better. And it all starts with the belief and really looking down towards it. But really focus on your day-to-day as well. Do not get this twisted. You can't have a great meditation or a great session where you're going inward and you're feeling 10 out of 10, but then later in the day you're working and you're flipping out at somebody doing this, or someone did this wrong, or your friend did this, or whatever the case might be. You cannot act from that point of view any longer. Someone really needed to hear that. You cannot act from that point of view from any longer. And I know that probably is a hard pill for some of you guys to swallow. But when you look at yourself in the mirror and you really see the truth and you don't hide from the truth and you understand who you are and maybe the things you don't like about yourself, like those beliefs we were talking about. When you look at yourself that way and you really, really, really give it a chance, I'm talking really give it a chance. Don't give up on yourself. Every day, show up for yourself and really, really try to be that new version of yourself. because that's the only way it's going to come forward, you know? And I truly believe that whatever this belief or set of beliefs that is holding you back is no longer going to be holding you back any longer. I truly believe this, and I feel this on a collective standpoint as well. Myself, everyone that is in my life, even you guys now, which by the way, thank you guys for subscribing. I've been seeing a bunch of you guys subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I love giving this wisdom, and I just want to continue doing this. But you just have to keep going for yourself. Keep going for yourself and set the example for others. It's not so much about, hey, you should do this and you should do that. That's a problem I have, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like this just needs to be said because something's telling me to tell somebody about this, whoever's listening. It could be for you. It could not. Who knows? But I've been dealing with a lot of things recently where I want to give my wisdom and my advice to a lot of people, you know, because we want to share the good news. You know, it's a good thing. It's a natural human thing, but most people aren't capable of receiving that light. You have to understand you could try to help as many horses to water as you want, but if those horses don't want to drink, they don't want to drink, and that's not your fault, and you don't need to feel responsible for that. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's just something that I wanted to get out there. That's something I'm personally dealing with in my own timeline, in my own movie, but it's okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay to be wise and not give wisdom, but only wisdom when people seek it. And that's all part of like why I'm doing what I do now on this YouTube channel, is because I'm so excited to talk about like a bunch of different stuff. But anyways, I'm feeling like you're about to figure it out. You're really about to figure this thing out, whatever it is, whatever difficulty is right in front of your face, you know, whatever, going back to this, whatever is in front of your face and not being able to see this pen, whatever that is, you are about to transcend it, but you have to put in the work. You have to be willing to put in the work and change your mindset. That's all I'm hearing. Because when you change your mindset, you change your life and your soul feels where it should, you know? So, I don't know. I really feel like I needed to get this message out there today with the beliefs, because beliefs are a really, really interesting thing. And every time I bring up beliefs with people that maybe don't want to hear about it, it really gets them agitated. And it makes me realize, okay, that's a mirror of myself. Now, if beliefs make you agitated, that is a sign that you need to change. That is a sign that you need to move forward of whatever those limiting beliefs are, and you don't have to believe that story anymore. It's all about writing a new story. Writing this new story for yourself and understanding that this new story is going to be better than your old story. And it's what's meant for you right now. And what happened in the past happened in the past, whether it's valid or not. It doesn't matter whether it's valid or not. We want to change. And I think when you make that decision to change and you make that wholeheartedness to really understand yourself and say, hey, I need to look at myself in the mirror and say, dude, you are acting like you're in lack. You're being negative. You are feeling not confident about yourself. And those are all okay feelings to feel. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't want to be in there forever. You want to be abundant. You want to be happy. You want to feel like you're on top of the game. You want to feel like you're confident, like more than ever, and you just like are like this light that shines in a room when you walk in it. And all I can say is be that. Just practice being that. And when you practice being that, you will be so surprised. I'm telling you. Oh, that's all I'm hearing is just you're going to be so surprised when all this happens. Surprised, but not surprised at the same time. So when this all starts flooding in for you, just make sure you are ready and you know you're ready. But the work is never ending. Let's be honest. The spiritual work of life is never ending. It's always an ongoing process, but it helps when you understand. And I'm just feeling like you're understanding a lot right now. And you have understood a lot over the past 10 years and more years to come. And I'm just getting this overwhelming feeling, like this thought in my head right now, that it's about to happen soon. It's about to happen soon for you, and it's up to you. That's really what I'm hearing, is it's up to you. I just hear this echoing in my head. It is up to you. Just like anything in this life, it is up to you. And if you pinpoint that specific belief that is blocking the heck out of you, and you know what it is, sit in a room by yourself for an hour. No phone, no nothing. You'll find out real quick. I promise you, dude. I promise you. But seriously, The beliefs are everything, and I know that you're going to be letting go of this belief. I know that you're going to be working on it more and more, and I know this video found you exactly when it should have. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you want. I'm going to be doing more videos like this every single day. I'm making it my mission to spread as much wisdom as I possibly can. I'm not stopping, and I just want to build a community. So thank you so much. I've been through a lot of life experience. I'm only 28 years old, but I know that I have a lot to share and a lot in the corner of manifestation. So I just want you to know I love you. Things are really looking good, and you are on the right path. Promise yourself that you're going to change, because the change is what you seek. Always remember that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Peace.